Education. This is Professor Brown, and this video we are going to go over homework 3, which is using Conboot. So under assignments, if you look at homework 3, you'll see two files. You'll see a Conboot CD ISO. Go ahead and download that. And then let's grab the homework file as well. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the homework file. And there's two ways that you can do homework 3. I outline how to use UBCD, which is an older way of bypassing the password file in a non-sys-prepped Windows server. This will work in Server 2008, older versions, of course, NT 2000, 2003. It also works in 2012, and depending on updates, it may or may not work in 2016. This does not work in 2019 unless you get the paid version. Okay, but the BCD only works on 2008 to my knowledge, and it gives you a step-by-step instruction how to do that, which is fine. You can use that, or I also give you an alternative to use Conboot. At the end of the document, I just want you to put in screenshots / proof. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First, we need to launch VMware Workstation. And we need to prep our 2008 server, that CIS target server. So I do have a 2008 version of my good colleagues up north at the College of San Francisco, Professor Sam Bass. So I downloaded it off of his site. I wanted to show you this because you've been working with the CIS target. This will work on the CIS target machine as well without a problem. Basically, we're going to change the boot sequence of this 2008. So if you look at it and watch it, if I put here F2, F10, F8, I don't have enough time. It goes into the operating system. So I'm going to cancel this and just shut down BTS gracefully this time. So I gotta fix it, and this is also in your document. If you look here at lengthening the boot up process. Okay. If you do this on the CIS target that I gave you for Lab 1, you don't have to do this. You can kind of skip forward a little bit. But if you're using your own 2008 server, if you have a 2008 server you want to try to break into, you may have to go through these steps. So I wanted to outline them for you. Okay. So we want to open up the target folder of that machine. So wherever we have that downloaded, here's the target folder of that VM. Okay. And we want to find the VMX file, and open it with Notepad or WordPad or something. Okay. So find the VMX file right here. Here's our VMX file. Right click, open with, another app. Okay, come away with the screen. There it goes. So these are all the different settings for the boot up process and finding what virtual disk you're going to use, everything else. So you can manipulate the behavior of the VM in this fashion. Okay, so after that, we want to look for BIOS boot delay and increase it. We want to look for the BIOS boot delay setting and increase it to like 5,000. Okay, so Looking. And if it is not in here, we will put it in here. Looks like it might have been taken out. Yeah, looks like it's been taken out. So we're going to put it at the bottom. And we can just copy it over. There you go. Enter. And we're just going to save that. There you go. Close it out. Now we have a boot delay that's implemented in it. And hopefully we can get into the BIOS and change the boot order. So the F2 key should get you into the BIOS. Power it on. Click in here. There. So now we got into the BIOS. Now we can set up where we want to boot from. So if you go over to the boot, as you can see here, hard drive is above CD-ROM. So we need to move it up. There you go. So now CD-ROM is at the top, which is good. It's above hard drive. And then we're going to hit F10 to save and exit. Save changes yes. And now when we boot, we have the con boot splash screen, which we now need to use a snipping tool to find. Should have prepped this in advance. I'm going to pause this real quick. Okay, sorry about that, class. I needed to get this set up. So after I've gotten the boot sequence and delay set, I've set my CD-ROM. I've gone into my BIOS. I've changed my boot order. Now I want to boot this up. And I have my snipping tool here. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot when that con boot splash screen right here comes up. And this is kind of like the hardest thing you have to do. See, I wanted to see that you got all of con boot. So click new, and it freezes it, and we capture it with the time date, and then we'll just save that and or copy it, put it in our file here. There we go, perfect. All right. And then the second thing is after you boot up 2008 machine, right? When you do Control-Alt-Insert and you log in, okay, before I couldn't log into this machine, but the con boot bypasses the credentials in the password file. I click, and lo and behold, I can get in. This is your second screenshot. Do new. There you go. Make sure you get that screen cap, that time down there. Edit. Copy. I think I goofed up the order here. So, there we go. I put my con boot in the wrong spot. I want it at the end. So we'll just hit Control X. Come down to the end. Paste it in there, so you have both of those screenshots. Again, this is a different 2008 server that I have that I downloaded. You can use the CIS target server. That's perfectly fine. Just using this as an example. And that's it. That'll get you your full points for homework 3. So if there's hopefully there's no questions. It's pretty straightforward. You don't have to go through the BIOS piece for 2003, but I wanted to show you how that is done anyway, and the screenshots and how to bypass a password if you have physical access to a machine. All right, everybody, that's it for homework 3. Well, until next time, we'll see you around.